Yeah, I just got back a little while ago. Hey, you'll never guess what I did today. I adopted a puppy. Yeah, I know, really, I did. Yeah, I've been talking about it for a while now, but it's like, yeah, it just sort of happened. Of course he's adorable. Wait until you see him. No, I don't have a name for him yet, but I'm sure one will pop up eventually. No, totally, you should totally come down today. No, I know, he'd just love to meet you. Alright, I'll see you in about an hour or two. Alright. Great, can't wait for you to meet him. Love you too. Bye-bye. My sister's gonna love you. You want a snack? I think I got something for you. I'm getting really tired of movies not being as good as they should have been. Now, I know what you're all thinking. Norm! You already saw one awful horror movie this January. Why would you go see another one when you know it's gonna be bad? Well, this one didn't look all that bad. It actually looked like it might have been neat. I mean, yes, the idea of a possessed doll has been done a couple times before, and in some cases maybe a little better, but it looked like it was gonna be neat. And for the most part, it still kind of is. It's not horrible and it's not stupid. It's just not very well thought out. It's got beautiful atmosphere and arguably one of the scariest movie props ever crafted. And in my opinion, about 10 times scarier than a certain other horror movie prop I could mention. But despite having all that incredible production value, it falls incredibly short due to a really bad twist. Which I'm not going to spoil because A, the movie wasn't bad enough to make me want to spoil it, and B, it's not really worth spoiling. The story follows a young woman named Greta Evans, played by Lara Cohen, who takes up a job as a nanny in a house in England. An older couple is going away for a holiday, and they've hired her to watch after their son, who happens to be a porcelain doll. After taking some last-minute considerations into the job, she rather begrudgingly accepts it, but then, over time, she discovers that there is a lot more history to this doll than she realizes. And maybe something more supernatural. Now let's get the good parts of the movie out of the way first. As I've already said, the film is very heavy in atmosphere. It feels like a very nicely done gothic movie. The mansion that the movie takes place in feels like its own character. And in a way, it kind of is. The cinematography is gorgeous. They do a very good job at being dark without being too difficult to see dark. And as I've already said, the doll is genuinely creepy. Everyone's acting is pretty good for the most part, and the characters are mostly okay. Now, what makes this movie bad, or at least not as good as it really should have been, is the ending twist. Without spoiling the twist, all I will say is that the movie constantly gave the impression that the story was going to go in one direction, but at the very end, it suddenly went a completely different direction, and I feel like it only went in a certain direction just because they wanted to have a happy ending. Or rather, a happy-ish ending. It kind of felt the same way that I felt about Frozen, where it built up one thing but only had a sudden misdirect towards something else that it didn't even really develop all that well. At least in my opinion. And while I certainly wasn't expecting this particular twist, it just killed the movie for me. So overall, if you're really anxious for a semi-decent horror film that's out in theaters right now and you can't wait for The Witch, which, by the way, actually looks pretty good, I'd say you could certainly do a whole lot worse right now. So yeah, go ahead and give it a shot if you'd like. You may end up getting a different impression from it than I did. In the meantime, I've got a few things to look forward to in the next few weeks. Oh yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I am The Norm. Thanks for watching.